The last time I walked into an AA meeting in hopes of getting that 30-day chip. A lot of groups use like poker chips, and then over the years, we actually started jobbing out, to have medallions made. To my shame, I stopped collecting medallions a long time ago. I don't attend church much anymore. I don't attend AA much anymore. I don't attend much of anything anymore. It is said, if you stop and hesitate, the world will pass you by. And to that I say, bon voyage. I'm good. No, don't look back. Don't look back, world. Keep going. No, don't be like Lot's wife. Don't turn. You don't want to turn into salt. No, just keep going. I'm good. Keep going, world. Keep going. I'm good. I'm good back here. Go. Last time I walked into that cafeteria in Southern Hospital, they used to allow us to have evening meetings in the cafeteria. Darn nice a doc seat. Darn nice of him. If you're a pastor or something listening to this, a member of the clergy or whatever, or you know somebody, or you're a parishioner in a church, and an AA member comes to you and says, "Can we use?" Yes. That's all that comes out of you. Yes. Yes, you can use it for an AA meeting. Yes, you can use the multi-purpose room on Wednesday nights for an AA meeting. Yes. That's what you should say instantly. Your church will prosper for it. I promise you. I promise you. When you welcome drunks into your church is greater, not lesser for it. I promise you. I absolutely promise you. As I believe AA to be divinely inspired. So in a sense, you'll be welcoming your own back into God's house. Somebody get out some money changers, because I just feel like turning over tables for the baby G's sake. I just feel like pitching a wobbly. Somebody give me some money and give me some birds and some stuff and some doves I can buy as tribute. Torch all of it. Torch it all. Yeah. I was in a meeting one night in the cafeteria, and we had a newcomer. She was fresh out of PI, 28-day program. Yeah, 28-day dry you out program. Get you sober. We say in AA, you go to church to save your soul. You come here to save your ass. And you got to have your ass saved first, because you got to have a clear brain before you can conceptualize something more. That's just logical. Props to AA for that. And that's why I say to the members of the clergy that may hear this, open your doors, your church doors. You will prosper for it. God seems to take a special interest in us for some reason. He gives us every opportunity as a rule to get sober. Some of us grasp it, some of us don't. Anyway, there's a newcomer in there. So symbolic, sitting at the far edge of the table. Good looking girl. Well, she'd have to be. I'm kind of shallow like that, as I've mentioned in other videos. I'm a shallow man. We've taken care of everything. The words you hear, the songs you sing, the pictures that bring pleasure to your eye. Rush 2112, the opening lyrics after Overture. We've taken care of everything. The words you hear, the songs you sing, the pictures that bring pleasure to your eye. Oh, I thank you, world. Appreciate that. That's why I said bon voyage. You just keep on going. I'm good back here. I'm good. It's just, no. Don't worry about me. Don't look back. You left me my canteen of water. Thank you so much, world. You just keep walking. Go. I'm good. I'm good. Fine. I'm fine. Little Cindy Lou Who sat at the edge of the end of the table. Short, black, cropped hair. Very attractive, tomboyish. A red scarf. Tweed jacket. Dark blacks and reds in it, in the tweed. What is this? 30-some years ago? 38, 39 years ago? And I can see it right now. And she was called on, like I say, she was fresh out of PI. We say in AA, when you're a newcomer, you take the cotton out of your ears and you put it in your mouth and you sit down and you shut the fuck up because you got nothing to say and you need to do a lot of listening. Yeah, it's tough love in AA. We're pretty brutal with the newcomer. We're tender, but we sit them down and say, shut up. And then we put somebody on them, like we give them a temporary sponsor to lead them around. And so it wasn't me. Yeah, I had nothing to say in the beginning. Just except, whoa, my life sucks. I came to that meeting, I remember the last time, back from Oklahoma. Mom took me back. You hear about another story. And I was in tears. I was just broken, completely malleable in that moment. I was completely malleable. Piece of clay ready to be molded. So yeah, I was ready. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Chinese proverb. Yeah, so she got called on. She was fresh out of PI. I can see her putting her face in her hands. Oh, when she hears this one, she's going to hate me. And she's rubbing her face in her hands and she says, I'm so tired. Little did I know. She would become my wife. Little did I know. That girl likes to sleep. I'm just saying, that little Cindy Lou likes to sleep. Did you ever see the show, for those of you that are older, Laugh-In? It was a sitcom, whatever, back in, I guess, late 60s, early 70s. And they used to have this award they would hand out. And I forget the premise to be awarded the award on this comedy show. But the name of the award was, what was it? The Flying Fickle Finger of Fate. And they had this little trophy with a hand, and it's pointing a finger, and it's got like a propeller on it. I don't know why I remember that, except that in my chest, there was a flying fickled finger of fate. And it was leading my eyes. The finger pointed down at the end of the table. And I looked down at the table at this girl, and the voice said, there's the one for you. I looked at her and I said, yeah, she's a good looking girl. I don't know. I go after her. She doesn't look fucked up enough. She doesn't look crazy enough. She looks too sane. We had a wonderful marriage, 25 years. We grew up together. We got sober together because we were both messes when we came in. Broke all the rules, got involved in the first year. Do not get involved romantically in the first year with another newcomer if you're a newcomer. If you're newcomers, you keep your stuff in your pants and you go to meetings and you drink coffee. Shut up. And that's all you do. Nobody told you to think or feel anything in your first year of sobriety. You're not capable of thinking. We got involved in the first year, man. That caused some waves in the fellowship. We were married 25 years. We had a very good marriage. We got very good marriage. Everyone that said we'd never make it, they didn't make it. They didn't make it. We were the last rats standing. Our marriage endured longer than anybody else's that said we'd never last. Seems like that's how I want to remember it. We used to attend a church in Clinton. Can't remember the name of it or the sect, the brand of religiosity that it was. But I do remember this. I remember the pastor. I don't remember if it was an open meeting or a closed meeting, that meeting. Even if it were closed, he would have been welcome because he's the pastor of the church. It's his room, man. Well, it's God's room, but he's the keeper of it. And the pastor would routinely sit in at 8:30 at night, mind you. When he had to be there, he could have been home with his wife, whatever. He would routinely sit in our meetings. The pastor would routinely sit in on our meetings. And it must have been an open meeting. Yeah, I think it was. So he was allowed. Closed meetings are for people that actually think for sure they have a problem with alcohol. Okay, so that we alkies stay amongst ourselves. We don't have any wives or distractions. That's why meetings are set up like that. Husbands, others, any kind of distractions. Open meeting, everyone's. I do remember one time he was called on. I was there, the pastor. Now listen closely. This is important. It really is. Especially if you're listening to this and you think that you might have a problem with alcohol or other drugs. We say in AA, it's not how much you drank, it's how it affects you. I know heavy drinkers, they drink their butts off, they're fine. It doesn't cause them a problem, any issue of their life. Yet. Yet, maybe. When the pastor sits in on your AA meetings, and he says to you, if I could get half of the spirituality out of my congregation that I feel in these meetings, I'd be a happy man. He said that. Something very close to that effect. When we hold hands at the end of an AA meeting, it is customary in these parts to say the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven. The whole prayer. We usually stand in a circle, we hold hands. And I mean to tell you, my fellow Christians especially, I mean to tell you, I have never felt the Holy Ghost surge from into one of my hands and out the other to my brethren, my sister holding my hand or whomever. I have felt the power go around the circle, the energy. And I am grateful to AA. And I am grateful to Cindy. I'm grateful to God. I am grateful. In a word, I am grateful. I try to never forget where the source of my strength comes from. You see, I don't have Samson's dilemma. I can shave my head clean, which I may do here in the next day or two. It's my way of welcoming winter in with a bald head. How smart is that? I don't need long hair or to have never touched alcohol or this or that or the other thing. All I got to do is stick close with God. God is the source of my power. However he chooses to demonstrate his love for all of us, and should I be so lucky to be his vessel, to carry his message on occasion, that's it. It's a message of love. For the greatest of these is love. It's simple. Seek his love, and he will impart everything else to you. Everything else will be added to you when you're not looking. Don't pray for this or a car, or all these dead things. Stop it. Yes, pray for your fellow man, obviously. That goes without saying. But stop praying for earthly things. It's so ridiculous. Do you know how childish you appear before the Lord when you go to Him and your prayer consists of a new car? I mean, if you don't need it, a car, okay, you're down on your luck, you need it. Yeah, I get it. But you go to Him because, oh, I really want that new car. What is that? You're wasting the court's time. That's what it comes down to. You are wasting the court's time. The court's time. When you go to the Father and you ask for something stupid, like a material object, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? They're all dead gods. And they will take you to death with them. Bon voyage.